Oh, it's a lot. Well, it's not really like a childhood memory, but me and my sister, we used to go to the same school, right? Even though like she's 3 years younger than me. And she always be telling me this thing, right? She always be telling me this. She always tells me like, oh, I used to see you in the cafeteria in the morning by yourself with your head down. And I used to feel so bad for you. And it's like, why? And she's like, I don't know, because you just looked so lonely. And I used to tell her, like, it's like, I was not lonely. I just always
Hard to see how this might be extremely controversial. Luxury goods force us to ask questions like, why do $4,000 horse bags exist in a world where millions can't even afford to feed themselves? People have questioned the ethics of luxury goods for pretty much all of history. Even Plato in ancient Greece saw luxury goods as vain and greedy. But on the other hand, luxury goods provide dignified work for skilled artisans who are passionate about their craft. It's kind of ironic that people celebrate the craftsmanship and creativity involved in making luxury goods, but often criticize the act of buying them. Hermes, the company who made this bag, rakes in billions of dollars every year. So how did we get here? Who's buying these $4,000 horse purses? And more importantly, why are they willing to pay so much for them? To answer these questions, we need to understand one fundamental truth about luxury. It isn't just about price. Just because something is expensive doesn't make it luxury. A rare collectible Pokemon card is expensive, but it's not luxury. Balenciaga sells these 3,000
from the machines. If you don't have kids, maybe wait a couple of years just so that we have a bit of certainty. I really don't know how to say this any other way. It even makes me emotional. We f***ed up. We always said, don't put them on the open internet until we know what we're putting out in the world. Government needs to act now, honestly, like we are late.
I'm trying to find a positive note to end on though. Can you give me a hand here?
There is a point of no return. We can regulate AI until the moment it's smarter than us.
How do we solve that?
AI experts think this is the best solution. We need to... Who here wants to make a bet that Stephen Bartlett will be interviewing an AI within the next 2 years?
Before this episode starts, I have a small favor to ask from you. 2 months ago, 74% of people that watch this channel didn't subscribe. We're now down to 69%. My goal is 50%. So if you've ever liked any of the videos we've posted, if you like this channel, can you do me a quick favor and hit the subscribe
nature of it and the disguises he puts on and why he thinks we can't just see past this immediately. I have no idea. He's an utter clown. Chase, do you remember this guy? Is he in your memory somewhere?
Yeah. And the name, you called out a name, like Billy Bunter.
Billy Bunter.
Yeah. And we Googled that in the episode, and that was incredible. What I loved about it was the layers of not lying, but the layers of deception. And deception and lying are different things. And it was like a mask covering up a person with a fake name, pretending to be another person, pretending to be another citizen with a fake accent, also pretending not to have committed all these crimes, and then lying about the entire thing. That's the deepest, like, onion that I've ever seen. Even outside the panel, all the videos I've ever looked at, that's
How'd you hurt your foot?
Yo, so it was 3 a.m. I was trying to go to the washroom, and instead of planting my feet flat, and a crunch, just straight up crunch. And there's like this ligament in the middle of my foot that just hurts. It just hurts.
All right, and tell us about the chain.
Chain? I don't know anything about this chain. My grandma just gave it to me before I left.
Nice. 24K?
I don't even know.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm wearing the circular knit tee as well. The veg tan leather belts can't go wrong. I feel like we're all wearing.
Talk about the management portion, or if you want to talk about the photography, but I'll let you take it.
I got started in a crazy unconventional way, which I don't know how I got here, where I am at, and what I've done.
How unconventional? What do you mean by that?
Like the stereotypical way of how people become something, or looking around to see how other people did it.
Okay.
Was the way, like, I was surprised, I was shocked how it happened for me and how I ended up in the places I ended up.
All right.
So I was like, never went to school. I never was trained in anything. I was never in business school, or I never knew other agents. I never knew managers. I never knew model scouts. I never
So
I never really learned how to do the things that I do.
yeah, but how did you gravitate toward it? Like, how did you one day go, hey, I want to pick up a camera, or hey, I want a talent scout, or
According to the mere exposure effect, one of the oldest and most robust theories in the history of psychology, the mere exposure of any stimulus to you over time will bias you toward that stimulus. In English, familiarity good. And indeed, when you think about it, we seek out new songs, but the songs that we most reliably enjoy are those with familiar chord structures and timbres. We seek out new movies, but every year this century, a majority of the top 10 films in America have been sequels, adaptations, or reboots. Familiar, familiar, familiar. In fact, maybe the best proof of the power of familiarity is that thing that is so familiar to you.
And why are they 4 seasons a year? They do fall, winter, spring, summer. Why are they 2 seasons? Why are they 4 seasons? Why are they, like, everything is actually not a rule. Like, you can change it and you can do it your own way. I think for me, it's because I didn't come from this industry. I didn't even know what these rules were. One of my favorite quotes from Picasso is, learn the rules like a pro so you can break them like an artist. But for me, I'm like, I don't even know the rules, so I break them all the time. So it's not even like I'm trying to be rebellious. I genuinely don't know. And I'm really embracing it now, because I think in the beginning I had a little bit of imposter syndrome, because I was like, oh, I didn't go to fashion school. I'm not based in New York. I don't have art background. And then I started realizing it's a huge strength, because I'm starting from a blank canvas and I'm challenging so many things. And only after I started getting noticed by the press or the buyers, I realized, oh, this is really special. But there's a side of just like having values around waste and not being wasteful and preserving things. But also I think it's just being super naive from the start, because I didn't really have a mold to follow.
What am I supposed to consider? So I had to turn to Google, because I got to know what the hell is that about. Turns out I'm not supposed to consider anything. All of this advertising is for a very special, very elite group of people. And these ads are targeted at the people who vote for award shows. Like the Emmys, the Golden Globes, the Oscars, all of them. So I started digging into these secret societies and award shows in general. And the stuff going on behind the scenes, once again, did not disappoint. One of the first things I found out right away, the Hollywood Walk of Fame? It's those stars that seem to only be given to Hollywood icons in Los Angeles, and you can walk down there and look at the stars. So it's like always given to Hollywood icons, right? Legends, wow. Yeah, well, as long as someone nominates you, it could be anyone. And once you get selected, all you have to do is
and a tie from a vintage tie.
Because you use the word conservative that for a certain type of condensed look. But I've always noticed that your shoes are always the wild card. They always have this kind of cowboyish, this swagger, the thing I always associate with how you walk, like you've just swung open the door into a saloon.
Well, the problem is with shoes that no one makes good ones. In my view, it's an absolute disaster to try and find a decent pair of men's shoes. Women's shoes are an entirely different thing, and there's the most gorgeous shoes in the world out there. But men's shoes, the